The Middle East, I've just returned from there. The situation there is critical. There is a broad request for de-escalation. There is absolute clarity about the fact that Iran cannot be allowed to develop nuclear capabilities. We need to make sure that the ceasefire holds, and we need to also work for a ceasefire in Gaza, for the much needed, vital humanitarian aid to get in, for all those who desperately need it, and the return of all hostages. Very good to see the outcome of the NATO summit, conversations between Ukraine also and the President of the United States. We will have a debate online with the President Zelensky later on in this European Council. That is excellent. That is also good for us to keep up the momentum and our commitment. Very happy to see that we will manage to start trialogues on defence procurement already next week under the Polish presidency, and we hope to finalise the defence omnibus by the end of the year. Businesses, small businesses, larger businesses in Europe are asking us for help. We make life too difficult for them. We are leading the charge for simplification. We want ambition, and we will make sure to deliver on that. I have just returned from the United Arab Emirates, and I debriefed leaders on my visit. The UAE and the Gulf Cooperation Council play a key role in stabilizing a volatile region, which is why we must work with them. Iran must never be allowed to develop nuclear weapons, and this is a threat not just to the region, but to the world. The European Union will keep pushing for de-escalation, and we must do everything to make sure that the fragile ceasefire agreement holds. We also need to keep working for a ceasefire in Gaza, for the immediate release of all hostages and an end to the terror, and, crucially, for humanitarian aid to reach those who so desperately need it. Our support to Ukraine remains steadfast, and NATO allies just agreed on upping defence spending targets. We adopted our position on the European Defence Industry Programme before the Council, with the first interinstitutional meeting taking place on Monday, this Monday coming already. We adopted in a record time of just 6 weeks the Act in support of ammunition production and the Common Procurement Act within 8 weeks. Cutting red tape is not optional. It is essential in the current economic climate, and Parliament already acted on reporting obligations and green transition rules. We have already reached a provisional deal on the carbon border adjustment mechanism, and we're working on the more substantial changes to the Corporate Sustainability Directive, the reporting one, and the Due Diligence Directive, in order to adjust them to current realities. Ultimately, Europe must be faster, smarter, and more SME-friendly, and we will do just this. The European Parliament will table a targeted, specific amendment to the EU Electoral Act. The aim is to allow female members of European Parliament benefiting from maternity rights to finally be able to delegate their vote if they wish to do so.